Hey everyone, it's Angus here. We've had a very big pullback over the last 2 days. You can see here, if I turn on one of my tools, um, we've gone from having a high up around here and we've pulled back roughly 15%, a bit under 15, so 14%. And so I look at that and I think, well, it could keep coming down a little bit, but it could also rally. So what I'd like to do is, try and take a fairly low risk bet. And bet's probably the wrong word, but that's effectively what it is at this point, because without knowing what's going to happen next. And so what I'll do is I'll open up my trade window down here. I'm connected to my broker, which is TradeStation, and I'll open up my TradeStation window. I can see I've got roughly $2,000 in this test account. And what I'll do is I'm going to go buy, and I'm going to go limit, because I want to try and buy it now. Like, the market might still be open 8, 9, 10, 11. In the aftermarket, I can see it's roughly 80.93. 80.93. Post market's open. I'm going to put in a bid for 80.95. I might even put in a bid for 81 because I want to buy it. So I'm going to put in 81. And down here I can see it's going to buy $6,000 worth, but I've only got 1950. So what I need to do is go up to here, and I might need to go down until I get closer to 1950. I should have probably edited it. 1950, 1944, so that's pretty close. So I'm going to buy 24 at $81-ish, and I'm going to say also I want to put in a stop loss. So I've lost my chart, so it's roughly around here. So I'm going to put in a stop loss at, let's say, $75. And then I'm going to put in a buy order, and fingers crossed it all works. So $80.93. I'm going to try and buy it for 81. I'm going to buy 24 shares. I'm going to put a stop loss at $75, and I need to change this one here to say day on good till cancel plus, because the plus means that it'll work in the after hours. So let's try and go buy and see what happens. And there you go. So I'm pretty sure I've just bought that. So let's close that down. Let's give myself a bit more space back. And let's have a look. So I can see now I've got a position. I've got 24. I paid $80.91. The last price is $80.90. I'm down $1.20 in theory, down 0.10%. So if I, again, give myself a bit more room and I go up here, you can see here that this blue line is now where I've got my buy price. And this red line is now where I've got my stop. And if I think that that might be a little bit wide, I could drag it up and I could put it somewhere around here if I wanted to. So I won't do that right now, but you can see that if I drag it up like this, it'll automatically change where that stop is moved to. So let's put it at 76. Let's put it at, let's say 78. It's $78. Let's say 77.60. And so that gives me a little bit of room if it moves down and then heads back up. You can see down the bottom here it says it's been modified, so my stop loss is now set at 77.60. And so again, it's just a super simple way to be able to buy and sell shares within TradingView. It's fantastic the way it works. It's so simple. So my position is TQQQ long 24 80.91, blah 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 blah. If I go to my orders, I can see that I've got a buy order, I've now got a sell order, I've got a stop loss, 24 77.60, and that will trigger when it goes down and hits that stop. So all good. And I could, of course, see how it makes these little TPs and SLs. I could actually drag that TP up here, and I can actually set it to take profit if it goes up to 96. So I might as well just show you that just for the fun of it. So I'll drag it up. And so I've now got to take profit up there. You had long 24 shares of 24 remaining on sell order. So it won't let me do that because I've got this stop loss here. So let me close this one. So that's effectively cancelled that order. So I'm going to do it again. Going to drag up there. Got a radio in the background, my apologies. So drag it up there. So you can see my sell stop is now all the way down here. So I want to drag that back up to around about here. And so again, super simple. So you can see I've got take profit up here. If it goes up here, I'm going to take profit. If it goes down there, I'm going to get stopped out. And so, I can keep an eye on this, and I can move these up and down as the stock moves up and down. So, again, very, very simple. It's a good way of doing things. Thank you for listening.